Hey everyone, and welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into a town that honestly just looks picture perfect.
Picture perfect.
It is. We're talking about Mondsee, Austria. This deep dive is brought to you by InstaView, by the way.
Oh, nice.
InstaView helping you see the world in a whole new light. Get it?
I get it.
Anyway, Mondsee. This town is nestled right next to a crystal clear lake. It's got the mountains, history, culture. I mean, wow.
You've done your research.
Of course. That's why I brought you on the show.
Yeah.
So what do you say? Ready to uncover the hidden depths of Mondsee with me?
Let's dive in.
Okay, so first of all, I think we got to address the elephant in the room. When people think of Mondsee, they probably think of one thing, right?
The Sound of Music.
Exactly. That iconic wedding scene. It was filmed right there in Mondsee.
In St. Michael's Church, yeah.
At the Mondsee Abbey.
Yeah.
So it's not just a pretty town, it's got some serious Hollywood history tied to it.
That's right.
But let's rewind a bit. I mean, way back, even before the movie cameras were rolling. Tell me about the ancient roots of this place.
Well, Mondsee's story starts way back during the Roman era.
Really? The Romans were there?
Yep. It was a settlement back then, but things really kicked into high gear in 748 AD.
What happened in 748?
That's when the Benedictine monastery was founded. And this wasn't just any monastery, it became a huge powerhouse, politically, culturally, spiritually. This monastery really shaped the entire region.
Wow. And that monastery, it's still standing, right?
Absolutely, like we just said. St. Michael's Church, part of the Mondsee Abbey, still standing strong and still breathtaking.
Talk about history coming to life. And we're not just talking about dusty old ruins here. We're talking about a place that's been a beating heart of Mondsee for over 1,000 years.
Exactly, and you can feel that history when you're there. You know, you walk those streets, you visit those buildings, and you're just surrounded by centuries of stories.
It's amazing how a place can hold on to its past like that. Speaking of the past, I was reading about some incredible archaeological finds on the shores of Lake Mondsee.
Ah, yeah, the Neolithic pile dwellings.
Yeah, pile dwellings.
They're amazing. So picture this. Villages literally built on stilts over the water.
Seriously, over the water. That's incredible.
And these pile dwellings date back over 7,000 years. They give us an unbelievable glimpse into the lives of our prehistoric ancestors.
Wow. I mean, think about it. People living in this very spot thousands of years ago, fishing in the lake, building these incredible structures.
Yeah. The lake was their life. It was their food. It was their everything.
Makes you realize how connected we are to the people who came before us, you know?
It really does.
Okay. Now, speaking of the lake, I have to confess something. When I was researching Mondsee, I kind of got obsessed with Lake Mondsee itself.
Oh, yeah. What about it?
Well, you know, you don't usually think about swimming when you think of alpine lakes, right?
Yeah. It can be pretty chilly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Lake Mondsee, it's known for its warm waters. Like actually warm enough to swim in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And there's a reason for that.
Okay, tell me why.
Well, a few reasons, actually. First, it's not a super deep lake. Second, it's nestled among these mountains that protect it from those cold winds. And third, Mondsee gets a good amount of sunshine.
So it's like a little microclimate.
It is a perfect recipe for a warm and inviting swim on a hot summer day.
I'm totally sold. Lake swim is officially on my Mondsee bucket list.
Good choice.
But okay, before I jump in the lake, we have to talk about food. I hear Mondsee has some pretty amazing local delicacies.
Oh, yeah.
Spill the beans.
Well, first of all, you have to try the Mondseer Mandelkeks. They're these traditional almond cookies. They're just heaven. So crumbly, so flavorful.
Okay, you're making me hungry.
They really melt in your mouth.
Okay, next question. What about cheese? I'm a huge cheese fan. What kind of cheesy goodness can I find in Mondsee?
You're in luck. They've got this amazing Mondseer cheese. It's semi-hard, creamy, and kind of nutty. And it's made from the milk of cows that graze on these lush alpine meadows. Can you picture it?
I can. That sounds incredible.
It's perfect for just about everything. Cheese boards, sandwiches. Heck, you could just eat it on its own.
I'm taking notes. Now, okay, so we've covered the history, the archaeology, the swimming, and the food. Now, let's get into the town itself. What are the absolute must-see sights in Mondsee?
Well, you absolutely can't miss the Mondsee Abbey and St. Michael's Church.
The Sound of Music Church.
Yes. That one, stepping inside that church is like stepping back in time. You've got the Baroque architecture, the intricate details, this feeling of history in every corner. It's just awe-inspiring.
I can only imagine. Yeah, okay, besides the Abbey, what else should I make sure to see?
If you have to take a walk along the shores of Lake Mondsee, you'll thank me later. The views are just breathtaking. Crystal clear water, mountains reflected on the lake's surface, the town itself just nestled along the banks. It's truly a feast for the senses.
You're painting quite a picture. And what about for those of us who, like to break a sweat while we're exploring?
If you're looking for a little adventure, you have to check out the Drachenwand. The Drachenwand. It means dragon wall in German. It's this imposing mountain rising up right next to the lake.
Okay, a dragon wall. Now that's an image.
Right. And the views from the summit, worth every step. It's a bit of a challenging hike, but trust me, that panorama of Mondsee and the surrounding landscape is unbelievable.
So Mondsee is like a hiker's paradise too.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much about this town. It really does sound like there's something for everyone. Oh, speaking of learning, I read that there's a really cool museum right in the former Abbey.
There is, the Mondsee Museum.
Tell me about it.
It's got this amazing collection of artifacts and exhibits that basically tell the story of Mondsee from A to Z. You can explore everything from its prehistoric roots to its modern-day charm. It's a great place to really immerse yourself in the town's rich history.
So a must-visit for any history buffs out there.
Definitely.
And hey, while we're at it, we can't forget about the other Sound of Music filming locations dotted around the town. For any fans of the movie, Mondsee is basically a pilgrimage site.
I'd say so. And after a long day of exploring, there's no better way to unwind than at Gasthof zur Sonne.
Okay, what is that?
It's a historic inn right on the lakeside, perfect place to enjoy some traditional Austrian food and soak up those picture-perfect views. I highly recommend it.
That sounds amazing. Okay, so, wow. Mondsee is like the perfect mix of history, nature, culture. It's got it all. What about you? What part of Mondsee would you be most excited to experience? The ancient pile dwellings, the mountain views from Drachenwand, or maybe you're a Sound of Music fan and you just want to retrace those iconic movie scenes. Whatever you're into, Mondsee has something for everyone. And that about wraps up our deep dive into Mondsee, brought to you by InstaView, helping you see the world in a whole new light.
That was fun.
It was. So go ahead, start planning your trip to Mondsee, and seriously, don't forget to try those Mondsee metal kits.
I second that.
Until next time, happy travels.
Bye, everyone.
Was?
Was?
Nicht in der Umzeit.
Hab nicht.
Ja, schon.
Bock.